Genesis 1:1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Genesis is the first book of the Bible in the Old Testament. It is believed to have been written by Moses. You probably remember him as the Hebrew baby who was placed in a basket on the river, found by an Egyptian princess, and later God would speak to him in a burning bush, telling him to go into Egypt and tell Pharaoh to let my people go. Be given the 10 Commandments and law, and build God's tabernacle. That Moses. Moses wrote the first 10 words of the Bible that we know as the beginning of creation. The very word Genesis means beginning. Remembering these 10 words is so important because it is the beginning of God's story for us and tells about the place where you live and who you are. How? Well, let's look at it. In the beginning. That tells us when and where. When? In the beginning. Where? In the beginning. In the beginning, God. That tells us who. Why is that important? Because some people would tell you that the earth and the heavens began by other ways besides God, and that's not true. In the beginning, God created. That tells us how things were made. It was no accident. God created the world and all that is in it with amazing details. The rest of Genesis 1 and chapter 2 tell us that God spoke everything into existence because his words are that powerful. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and that includes everything in the heavens and everything in the earth. And then God filled the heaven and the earth with elements such as light, land, water, plants, the sun, moon, and stars, planets, fish in the waters, birds in the air, and all the animals that roam the earth from large to the small. And then he formed man and woman to fill the rest of his earth with people. People of all different shapes, colors, and sizes are different down to their fingerprints. And that includes you. Everywhere you go and everything you see, remember those 10 important words. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Genesis 1:1.